Good morning, everyone, and good afternoon, and maybe even good evening. I'm not sure where everyone is logging in from. My name is Carol Caesar, and I'm a minister with the National Spiritualist Association of Churches, and I'll be your chairperson today. I'm actually co-chairing with Ellen Sclaver, who is also with the NSAC, and she is a member of the Center for Spiritual Enlightenment in Falls Church, Virginia, and is active with the NSAC Licentiate Minister and Certified Medium Society. She's one of their CSE Friday night meditation leaders, and she teaches classes in meditation and natural law. I do want to give a special thanks to Alexandra Paluzzo, who just sang our prelude music, Let There Be Peace on Earth. And Ellen, did you want to make some housekeeping announcements before we begin?
Well, welcome everyone. As far as housekeeping, please keep yourself muted so we can enjoy this service and enjoy when you are, if you were serving, everybody has done a great job in unmuting yourself at that time. You will have permission to unmute yourself. I don't know if there's anything else. Carol, is there anything else that you can
I
think
just
of
want
to
to
add?
thank the other members of the planning committee, the Reverend Cozy Allen, Licentiate Minister James Bay, and National Spiritualist Teacher Siobhan Carlson. And of course, it's a good idea to check your cell phone and see if it is on mute before we
Yes,
begin.
yes,
So, all right, thank you.
yes,
And
thank
thank you
you.
to all of the wonderful platform workers who are here virtually from literally around the world. So we're going to begin our service today to commemorate Hydesville Day, which is March 31st, 1848. And so we're celebrating today so that more people can be here. And I did get a report about an hour ago from the Fox Cottage Foundation, the Hydesville Memorial Park, from the caretaker, Tracy Murphy. And she informs me that the sun is shining in Hydesville today. So I wanted to let you all know that. Today we're honoring the Fox family and the Fox sisters and celebrating the advent of modern spiritualism. And also we found that Hydesville Day is a wonderful opportunity to bring spiritualists together from around the world to celebrate our universal joy and love for spirit communication and for each other. So it's a wonderful opportunity to build friendships and make new friends. So I'm glad that you're all here today. We're going to begin our service by focusing on healing. So for the healing portion of our service, this is a time that you can focus healing on yourself, or if you know of other people who are in need, you can place them in our virtual healing chair. We're going to begin our healing service just to get us all into one accord by listening to a song called In the Stillness by Karen Drucker. And during this time, just bring to mind people who are in need of healing. And if it's yourself, and afterwards we'll pray together our prayer for spiritual healing.
In the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace. In the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace, and I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment there is peace. In the stillness of this moment there is peace. stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace, and I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment there is peace. In the stillness of this moment there is love. There is love. In the stillness of this moment there is love. There is love, and I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment there is love, sweet love, yeah, sweet love. In the stillness of this moment, I feel love. I feel love. In the stillness of this moment, I feel love. I feel love, and I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment I feel love. In the stillness of this moment, I am peace. I am peace. In the stillness of this moment, I am peace. I am peace, and I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment I am peace. I am love. 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 I am peace.
And so now let each of us bring to mind those who are in need of healing, as well as ourselves, as we pray together the prayer for spiritual healing that Ellen's going to put up on the screen for us. Let us pray. I ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from my mind and body and to restore me to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and I will do my part. I ask this great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help and to restore them to perfect health. I put my trust in the love and power of God. So we're going to ask our distant healers to virtually come forward. I want to introduce you to all of them. We have the Reverend Mary Brooks, who is the minister of a little church, the Universal Spiritualist Center in Maple Ridge, British Columbia, Canada, which is on the West Coast outside of the city of Vancouver. Also, one of our distant healers is the Reverend Graham Connolly. He's a commissioned spiritualist healer, certified medium, and national spiritualist teacher with NSAC, and serves spiritualist churches and camps in the U.S. as well as the United Kingdom. We have Minister Anne Marie Dibben, who is an active, engaged, and passionate advocate for spiritualism across the UK, making the most of the world-class opportunities there to learn about the religion of spiritualism at Arthur Findlay College and other training centers. She's honored to be a part of the Association of Independent Spiritual Ministers. We also have the Reverend Alex Nunes, who is a minister and healer, evidential medium, who is here with the Inner Spiritual Center in Fairfield, New Jersey. We also have Hazel Middleton, CSNU. She's the chair of the Spiritualist National Union Healing Committee and has brought with her other members of the Healing Committee, Catherine Crossley, OSNU, Lorna Harper, CSNU, and John Marr, CSNU. And so I'll ask all of our virtual healers to step forward. If you're in need of healing, place yourself into our virtual healing chairs. If you know of someone who's in need of healing, place them in our virtual healing chairs. And let us now introduce our healing meditation leader, the Reverend Leslie Summers. She's an ordained spiritualist minister with the Inner Spiritual Center. She's a Reiki master and teacher and owner of Inner Calm Reiki. She's been a psychic, medium, intuitive, and empath her entire life. In addition, she's a certified hypno counselor through the National Guild of Hypnotists. And Leslie takes a holistic approach to healthcare and strongly believes in a mind-body-spirit connection.
Thank you, Carol, for that lovely introduction. And good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, depending on where it is in the world you are today. And I wanted to thank Carol again for inviting me and putting this wonderful celebration together. I'm so honored to be here with so many spiritualists who I'm sure like myself, just are in love with spiritualism, in love with the people who are involved with it. And I'm just thrilled to be a part of it and to have found my way to spiritualism. So thank you all for being here today. I'd like to share my guided meditation with you, if you'll permit me to do so. And so I invite you to get comfortable and journey on this healing trip with me, knowing that you are safe and surrounded by love and spirit. Just for a minute, wiggle your body until you find just the right spot and settle in. If in a chair, sit upright with your spine straight, but relaxed with feet planted flat on the floor. Place your hands loosely on your laps, palms facing up. Loosen your jaw ever so slightly and bring your focus to your breathing and the sound of my voice. If you desire, you may close your eyes, knowing that you're always in control and always aware, safe and supported. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale deeply and notice how your chest expands. Feel your back expand and your stomach too. Inhale again and try to feel it all the way down through your legs to your toes. When you exhale, notice how your back and chest relaxes. The tension releases from your shoulders and your neck. Aware of your entire body relaxing more and more. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale deeply through your nose, breathing in positivity, love, and light. Exhale through your mouth, blowing out any negativity and stress, releasing any discomforts from your body, from your mind, and from your soul. Feel all worries and concerns lift from your body as you relax even more. Continue to breathe normally. And if you get distracted, bring your focus back to your breath and the sound of my voice. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Now imagine a golden white light shining down upon you. You feel safe and protected in its presence. The light enters your crown, swirling throughout your head, down your neck, your shoulders, down your arms, to your hands, and right to the tips of each of your fingers. Feel this light in your chest and around your heart as it swirls downward towards your stomach. You feel its warmth and healing. It continues down your legs and to your feet. Become aware of your toes. Wiggle them and then let them relax. Relax your feet, your ankles, your legs, and your knees. Feel your thighs relax, your hips, and your stomach. As this wave of relaxation continues upward, feel it in your chest. Be aware of how your heart beats at a relaxed but steady pace. Give thanks for the gift of life it bestows upon you. Relax your shoulders and your neck as it barely supports your head, which is also now relaxed. Feel the warmth of this healing golden white light as it encompasses you in a bubble of protection. In your mind's eye, picture yourself standing next to the most majestic of trees. It has a thick, wide trunk with an intricate pattern of bark. There are strong limbs reaching to the heavens, and clearly it's unswayed by even the strongest of winds. It's fully dressed in the greenest of leaves and stands proud and sure. You stand in awe of its strength and beauty. Know that like this magnificent tree, you too stand tall and have strong roots that ground you. And just like the life-giving roots of the tree, you gently feel a pull to descend. Feel the earth below you, soft and cool under your feet. You start to slip through the dampened grass, through the cruel dirt, through the roots, through the rock. Slowly descending downward, you feel safe and protected, gently slipping through the earth's crust, through its mantle, drifting further into the outer core. Finally, you gently break through its inner core, and there you see a beautiful body of water, the pool of knowledge. You anxiously jump in. The water is neither too hot nor too cold. It just feels healing. Your body starts to tingle ever so slightly. The water fills the void of space around you, and you are comforted by it. You frolic in the waters, swimming and splashing, knowing they have special powers, knowing that every drop is healing everything within you that needs support. You taste the water and breathe it in. It's like nothing you've ever experienced before. It leaves you feeling peaceful and content. You carry this sense of inner peace with you as you start to feel a pull upwards. With one last splash of the waters, you start to ascend back in the direction from which you came. You can feel the golden white light beckoning to you as you ever so gently float up out of the water, through the earth's inner core, through its outer core, through the mantle, through the crust, breaking through the rocks, the roots, and the dirt, until you once again feel your feet on the dampened grass. You are embraced by the golden white light, and you accept its love, breathing it in and breathing it out, breathing it in and breathing it out. You take another deep breath as you feel your body continuing to ascend upward. You feel your feet lift from the ground as you gently float up towards the sky. You gently float past the trees, up through the clouds, and continue upwards until you can see the earth below you. You continue up past the stars, beyond the Earth's atmosphere, into our solar system, past the planet, through the galaxy and the cosmos. You keep going up to the vast void of space. You are no longer aware of your body. You feel like energy in its purest form as you merge with the particles that make up our universe. You connect with the universe and become one with it. You feel its unconditional love and the love and support of your angels, your guides, and those who have passed. You symbolically breathe in all that is around you, breathing in and breathing out, breathing in and breathing out. You become aware of another energy approaching, and you know that it is kind and loving. Although no words are spoken, you are moved by the depths of emotions it shares with you. You absorb each other just for a moment, feeling great joy. It passes you a gift that is meant just for you. Accept this precious gift with gratitude. Just like this kind energy before you, know that you are too a beautiful being of this universe. Everything you will ever need is right there within you. There is nothing you can't accomplish, and everything you desire is obtainable. You are once again surrounded by the golden white light, and the energy lets you know it's time to go. It offers you healing and support, and as you say goodbye, you sense a warm hug, great joy, and love in your heart. As you step into this golden light, it gently cradles you like a mother her child. You slowly start to descend through the vast void of space, through the galaxy and cosmos, past the planets, through the solar system, and past the stars. As you continue to float downward, you clearly see your destination, Mother Earth. She beckons to you with open arms. You enter the Earth's atmosphere, passing through the softest of clouds, floating past the tops of the trees, and gently landing where you stood beside the majestic tree. You're once again aware of gravity and feel the familiar damp grass beneath your feet. You feel secure and safe, loved and nurtured. You take a deep breath, just absorbing the experience and being filled with gratitude. Breathe in the love and light and exhale the negativity. Breathe it in and breathe it out. The golden white light swirls through your body one more time before it slowly and ever so gently moves upward. You once again become aware of your toes, your feet, your ankles, your legs, and your knees. As the light continues upward, you become aware of your thighs, your hips, your stomach, and your chest. You can once again feel your arms, your hands, and your fingers, still relaxed but aware. You feel your spine supporting you. You feel your shoulders, your neck, and your head. You give thanks to the light as it exits your crown. You feel completely in alignment and refreshed. Mind, body, and spirit are in unison, and you feel wonderful. Take a moment to fully accept this state of being, knowing that you deserve it. Breathe in and breathe out. With another deep breath, you are fully aware of your body and fully awake. Take one last deep breath, and when you are ready, gently open your eyes.
Thank you so much. That was beautiful. And thank you so much to our healers. I hope everyone received whatever they're in need of. So we're going to now go into the devotional portion of our service. And I have a congregational hymn. I know we can't literally sing together on Zoom, so we have to stay muted. But we're going to have two guest singers on this piece of music to lead us, and the lyrics will be up on the screen. And the song is the famous Follow Me to Hydesville. Now, you may not know this, but Follow Me to Hydesville was written by the Reverend Judy Campbell Clark. In 2013, at the Sacramento NSAC convention, there was fundraising being done for the Fox Cottage preservation, which we're still doing today. And Judy said, I wish I could do something. And Reverend Rosemary Calderalo said to her, why don't you write a song about Hydesville? And the rest is history. So let's enjoy this special hymn, followed by our invocation.
Follow me to Hydesville, where beginnings never Kate and Maggie's struggles put a strain upon their youth. Still the spirits told them time to demonstrate the truth. We don't have to fear death, for our spirit will live on. This is our foundation and the music for our song. Follow me to Hydesville, and we'll give a silent prayer, showing that we're grateful for the things that started there. Knowing that we don't die helps to show us how to live, shining love and healing and the power to forgive.
Let us pray. Infinite intelligence, thank you so much for bringing us all here together to celebrate Hydesville Day, to honor the Fox family, to honor the sacrifices they made, to inspire each one of us to live a spiritual life, to walk with spirit, to listen to spirit, to that divine presence that is within each of us, to lead our lives like the Fox sisters, to strive forth without fear, knowing that spirit is with us, inspiring us, walking with us, and guiding us. Let each one of us let this beautiful Hydesville Memorial Weekend inspire us and guide us. And so in the name of love and light and truth, we give thanks and invite spirit in. Amen. And so we now begin our devotional service. I'd like to recite the NSAC Declaration of Principles, and if you're comfortable, join with me at home in reciting them together. We believe in infinite intelligence. We believe that the phenomena of nature, both physical and spiritual, are the expression of infinite intelligence. We affirm that a correct understanding of such expression and living in accordance therewith constitute true religion. We affirm that the existence and personal identity of the individual continue after the change called death. We affirm that communication with the so-called dead is a fact, scientifically proven by the phenomena of spiritualism. We believe that the highest morality is contained in the Golden Rule: do unto others as you would have them do unto you. We affirm the moral responsibility of individuals, and that we make our own happiness or unhappiness as we obey or disobey nature's physical and spiritual laws. We affirm that the doorway to reformation is never closed against any soul here or hereafter. We affirm that the precepts of prophecy and healing are divine attributes proven through mediumship. Thank you, Ellen, for sharing those. I'd like to introduce the Reverend Annette L. Hack. She will be giving our inspirational reading today. She's a minister with the Journey Within Spiritualist Church located in Pompton Lakes, New Jersey, though she actually lives in Wisconsin. She has attended several workshops with Reverend Janet Nohavik, in addition to studying at Arthur Findlay College with Mavis Patilla, Val Williams, and Paul Jacobs. She's a spiritualist teacher, medium, and healer. Reverend Annette Hack has also provided services and classes around the United States. So we'd like to spotlight her now, and I will step aside.
It is a pleasure, and I'm so thankful for the invite with the Journey Within to come. So thank you for having me on this wonderful day. I chose to begin with a poem by Dr. T. Wilkins, and it's called Our Hydesville Home. In this lonely little cottage, there occurred the greatest birth that has ever been recorded in the annals of the earth. There began the real knowledge of the spirit's future state, and a knowledge that our loved ones only linger at the gate. Yes, a knowledge that the doorway to the future is ajar, and we need not longer wonder where our friends and kindred are. In this rustic little cottage where the foxes had their home, came that spirit of a peddler in his rounds of conscious roam. And he heard the children playing after they had gone to bed. Then he rapped upon the footboard and he rapped upon the head. He persisted in his rapping till they heard. Then all were still. Then the peddler went to rapping with an added strength of will. When at last the door was opened and the children talked to him, and the household, long in darkness as to death that looked so grim, like the budding flowers, welcomed both the sunshine and the rain. They just welcomed that old peddler and then bade him call again. Well, he called and rapped and chatted, and more wisely than he knew. And the curtains of the future through his chatting there withdrew. In the dear old Hydesville cottage where the fox girls lived when small, came the knowledge that the future is eternal life for all. And all lovers of this knowledge who are true to truth and right must ever feel the sacredness of cottage and of sight. Now we must differ in opinions of the small things in our code, but the facts about the future are from seeds those children sowed. And through the wind, or though the wind should blow the cottage to destruction, it remains in the minds of all as freshly, and its reverence attains. To a higher place as yearly, with our hearts brimful of glee, we assemble to do homage to the birthplace of the three, who in innocence of childhood caught those messages of love from the peddler who discovered he had only gone above. Oh, of the dear decaying cottage must have come to age and time, but in death 'twill grow more sacred and its memory more sublime. And we'll gather up the fragments that shall strew about the earth of that blessed home where spirit of a mortal proved its birth. And we'll place them where the children that shall follow in the race will observe their sacred presence and be filled with loving grace. I'd like to end with a close with a reading from the Hydesville History that's by M.E. Caldwell. This is the song that spiritualism sings. This is the message that spiritualism brings. This is the message that came, though it came late, came to the world in 1848. Listen, you can hear them sing. There is no death. There are no dead. We live and love you still.
Thank you so much, Annette. So we now come to the spiritual address, and I want to introduce our speaker today. She is Licentiate Minister Gloria Rodriguez with the NSAC. She's actually a retired educator, and after many years of experiencing personal phenomena and spirit-led teachings, she decided that upon retiring from her beloved vocation, she would formally commit herself to deepening her learning and understanding about spiritualism and phenomena. So she has been learning from soul-connected teachers, and that has sealed her desire to move forward in her studies. She serves as an officer for the Center for Spiritual Development, NSAC, in Greenwich, Connecticut, where she is a designated healer, a member of the Healing Committee, and assists with the Children's Lyceum. She also works as a spiritual life coach, leads a wellness center, and is a certified meditation and wellness teacher and Reiki practitioner. So before she addresses us, we're going to play an original song by Laura Joy called On Wings of Spirit. She actually wrote it for the ISF. And the song will be accompanied by some photos from Hydesville, from the history, and also from last year's 175th anniversary in Hydesville. So I hope you'll enjoy these photos to set the stage for our spiritual address with Gloria Rodriguez.
On wings of spirit they come to us with love that never will die. They will show us how to live for now, although they are free to fly. They cannot live our lives for us. They merely light the way. So open up, receive their wisdom, and let us hear them as they say. Live, learn, teach one another. You can give love, helping each other. Be the light that shines, be the heart that sings. You can make a difference. You can earn your wings. On wings of love, spirit come to us. They teach us where to begin, that to spread the light of truth and love, first ignite the flame within. Ego does not rule the wise. True loving hearts can feel no greed, for we are all the same in God's eyes. The more we give, the less we need. So live, learn, touch one another. We can give love, trust in each other. Come and make tomorrow a brand new start, and spread your wings. Share your love, light the candle in your heart.
Absolutely beautiful. Depending on your locality, good morning, good afternoon, and possibly good evening. It is an honor to represent the National Spiritual Association of Churches for the commemoration of Hydesville Day. As you look around the Zoom room, I want you to fully absorb the beauty and power of right now. No matter where you are in the world or which spiritualist organization you represent, we are now family and fully connected today as we are reminded of that divine connection. The Hydesville commemoration reminds us to reflect and pay homage to an historical event that not only marks the era of modern spiritualism, but also binds our hearts to each other, to natural law and infinite intelligence. After joyfully revisiting and cross-referencing several published texts centered around Hydesville Day, I have concluded that if the devil is in the details, then it's a good thing I'm a spiritualist and I don't believe in the devil. But seriously, while each text is essential, the slight variations will pale in comparison to how Hydesville Day and its players has been the gift that keeps on giving. What happened 176 years ago on March 31st in 1848, Hydesville, New York, to seemingly, for all accounts, the average family of the times known as the Fox family? The home of a blacksmith named John and his wife, Margaret Fox, lived in a modest wooden frame cottage located in the hamlet created in 1814 by physician Henry Hyde of Hydesville, New York. John and Margaret Fox moved into the cottage December 1847 with their daughters, Catherine and Margaret. Leah Fox Kane and son David Fox, also their children, will live in their own respective homes, but in close proximity to the Fox cottage. According to sworn testimony by the matriarch, Mrs. Fox, and in agreement with Mr. Fox, it is written, the disturbances started before the infamous March 31st, 1848. What seemed like knocking coming from the East Room bedroom. She also wrote that she heard what sounded like chairs being moved and footsteps. The sounds began to happen in their bedroom. By March 30th, the sounds had become so frequently and greatly intensified. At one point, she described the boards in the floor felt like they were shaking along with the bed and chairs. All attempts by the Foxes left no clear explanation. At one point, her husband stood on the outside of the bedroom door while she stood on the inside door. The knocks seemed as if they were coming from within the door. The children, Catherine, affectionately known as Katie, age 11, and Margaretta, affectionately known as Maggie, age 15, had become so frightened by now that they had taken to sleeping in separate beds in their parents' bedroom. On Friday, March 31st, the family retired early, exhausted. As soon as they settled in, the noises commenced. It was written that Katie tried to mock the sounds and then the sounds mocked her. When she stopped, they stopped. Then she asked, now do this. Counting 1, 2, 3, 4, striking her hands in the other. The blows were repeated. According to further testimony, Mrs. Fox asked the viewless rapper, count to 10. There were 10 strokes of noise. When asked how many children she had, 7 raps manifested. When asked how many were living, 6 raps were given. She then inquired about the ages of her children, and the raps sounded off correctly. Her next question, is this human making these noises? And if it is manifested by the same noise, there was no noise. Then she asked, is this of spirit manifested by making 2 sounds? No sooner than she spoke the words, the sounds rapped. She then asked, Was this an injured spirit? Two sounds followed. Miss Fox asked, were you injured in this house? The sounds rapped once again. Using this simplistic method, Mrs. Fox was able to ascertain and at some point with help the following information. The spirit was buried under the dwelling. The spirit, male and 31 years old. He left a wife who at the time was dead. He left 5 children, 2 sons, 3 daughters, all living. And as she called to her neighbors, the rats promised that the noise would continue so that they could also hear. She called in Mrs. Redfield. The spirit told Mrs. Redfield her correct age. Mrs. Redfield called in Mr. Redfield, who repeatedly asked the same questions and received the same answers. Mr. Redfield then called in Mr. Dressler, who established the following information in the same method of communication as Mrs. Fox. The spirit was murdered and no justice would be had. He was murdered on a Tuesday, 12 o'clock, for $500. He also named his murderer at some point. He identified himself as a peddler who was murdered 5 years prior. More came. More questions were asked. Questions were truthfully answered. On Saturday at 7:00 p.m., William Dressler reported in his testimony, there were at least 300 or more people in or around the house. As communication became more detailed, the peddler name was revealed as Charles B. Rosner. Sworn testimony also included that 2 previous occupants at different times also reported noises, cold touches, and full body manifestations. Excerpts from the Boston Journal in 1904 reported, the skeleton of a man has been found in the walls of the old Fox cottage. The peddler's trunk was also found on site and is on display at the museum at Lilydale, New York. The phenomena followed the girls. They will become sought-after mediums, establishing home circles, seances, and demonstrating communication, spirit communication in packed halls. Maybe it was divine timing, but like a well-orchestrated symphony, the epic exposure of March 31st, 1848, known as Hydesville Day, confirmed the truth about spirit communication. The ability to communicate with the spirit world is not a new concept. The walls of prehistoric caves depict the art communicating with the spiritual realm. Indigenous people, other cultures, and selective religions throughout the world have embraced communication with the spirit as natural. In 1743, Emanuel Swedenborg began publishing his conversations with the spiritual world. I have, he says, for 20 years or more, conversed daily with spirits and angels. In Epworth, Londonshire, was in Queen Anne Building, currently the property of the Methodist Church of Great Britain. From 1716 to 1717, in the home of Susanna and clergyman John Wesley, historically known as the Epworth Parsonage haunting, the parsonage was plagued with distinct knocks, the rattle of what sound like metallic substances moving about, and footsteps. in a room where there was singing or talking or noise, gave all the louder. And my personal favorite, when anyone wished to pass a door, its latch politely lifted for them before they touched it. Hetty, the fourth daughter, named the old spirit Old Jeffrey. Their son, John Wesley, will grow up to be the founder of Methodism and a strong believer in spiritual phenomena. Certain religious institutions began to hijack mediumship and told the world who was worthy of spirit communication and those who were not. The consequences were detrimental if the nuts were caught communicating with spirit. The birth of modern spiritualism, marked by Hydesville Day, freed the common person from superstition and ignorance by ushering in the knowledge of natural law. The energy and essence of who you are will never cease to exist. As communication with the peddler morphed into communication with family and friends in the spirit world, tremendous healing took place. March 31st, 1848 reminds us that everyone is invited to the communication table, and the spirit is ready to work with all who sit at that table. Yes, indeed. We pay homage to the Fox family of Hydesville, New York, for helping us validate our birthright on a monumental scale, removing superstition and placing it with truth. There is no death, there are no dead. After experiencing firsthand phenomena at the Fox Cottage, Quaker spiritualist, abolitionist, and reformer Isaac Post became the Fox sisters' mentor and confidant. It was not uncommon for some of the most highly profiled reformers of the day to join spiritualism in hosting weekly home circles with the girls in search of truth. While communication with the spirit world involved a simple, maybe yes or no response, according to historian Anne Broad's book, Radical Spiritualism, Isaac Post introduced the technique of reciting the alphabet one at a time so that the raps could spell words by sounding when the correct letter was reached. While clever in thought, this form of communication at times proved tedious. On one occasion during dinner, the raps demanded the alphabet, and Isaac found it challenging to divide the letter at which rap sounded into words. Finally, the rap revealed, "Put on as much molasses as you like." Hardly the profound revelation investigators hoped for. We now know that full dialogue can occur through all phases of mediumship. Public committees were assembled to test the Fox sisters. In one such test, the girls were bound tightly about the knees and ankles so that they could not move their lower limbs. During repeated trials, no evidence of trickery was ever discovered, and critics admit that they could detect absolutely no fraud. When 300 or more gathered at the Fox Cottage, they assembled to ask questions of spirit and then uniformly decided if the responses were accurate or not, giving rise to informal demonstration. Hydesville early communication set a precedent for accountability and truth seeking. When the Fox family said, "Come and investigate, illustrating the affinity between science and spiritualism. While not without its issues, this humble beginning of Hydesville will become the footing for some of the world's most notable science and medium who will work side by side in demonstrating phenomena under controlled conditions. These demonstrations will become one of the foundational stones in helping create the academic field known as parapsychology today. And while not always an exact science, whenever a medium today is brave enough to say to the sitter, "Do you understand? Can you validate that information from spirit?" They are supporting truth. We are grateful to the Fox family and for those inquisitive minds of long ago for setting up the preliminary standards that spiritualism has come to expect and continue to develop today. As news of Hydesville spread like wildfire, many gathered to support them, including, once again, some of the most prominent men and women of the period. But with any act of progression, there can also be backlash. Some of their neighbors treated the family with disdain, thinking they were witches, or at the least, tricksters. The Methodist Church asked the family to leave the church because their daughters had engaged in unholy practices. The girls were publicly condemned and lived in constant fear. Their seances and public demonstrations were at times met with protest. They also met the wrath of those who felt that the fairer sex had no right to conduct business, and especially in such a public manner. Their most trusted friends moved to protect the girls and the family. As Miss Fox confirmed in her affidavit, "I am very sorry that there has been so much excitement about this. It has been a great deal of trouble for us. It was our misfortune to live here at this time, but I am willing and anxious that the truth shall be known and that a true statement shall be made." When Margareta fell in love with Elijah Kane, the famous Arctic explorer, he told her, "You must give up your mediumship upon marriage." In the History of Spiritualism by Arthur Conan Doyle, report that disturbances were so troublesome for the Fox family. Mrs. Fox's hair had turned white. The girls were sent to stay in different homes. And the eldest daughter, Leah Fox Fisher, a music teacher and single mom, lost her student. I know there are those here today who have lost family and friends due to their sensitivity to the spiritual world, or at least these relationships are at times strained. As you embrace all forms of mediumship, the pioneers of today, you are, the most reputable of you, will risk being publicly attacked. The historical calling to protect our medium and communication with the spiritual world will help cement the birth of spiritualism as a religion. We pay homage to the Fox family for their historical plight. When we reflect on the threats, abuse, rejection of the girls suffered at such a young age, our plight as healers, mediums, and spiritualists lends itself to perhaps a different perspective. This knowledge or this perspective has moved us into a state of time-honored education, strength, love, and most of all, community support. As spiritualists, we welcome the truth. The core truth is that March 31st, 1848, known as Hydesville Day, is indeed the gift that keeps on giving. It not only marked the historical division between ancient and modern spiritualism, eventually unleashing a religion at its height, welcomed 11 million believers. Its impact in contemporary time confirmed what the divine within each of us already knew. Spirit communication is our birthright and an act of love and healing when used in the service for others and yourself. We are grateful to the Fox Girl for demonstrating spirit communication despite the dangers, boundary lines violated, and bigotry they face. We hold the spirit of their supporters in our hearts as we continue to protect and uplift our mediums, healers, and teachers. And finally, the power of observation and validation that continues to establish the kind of standards and progress that bring truth, love, and integrity to spiritualism.
Thank you so much. We now come to that portion of our service where we can all do our part. It's our love offering. And I was thinking how much the Fox sisters built a bridge between our world and the spirit world for us. So how appropriate that our offering song will be Love Can Build a Bridge, sung by the judge. We're going to put a donation link in our chat box and encourage all of you to donate something to help preserve the Fox Cottage Foundation at Hydesville Memorial Park. You can just go to the nsac.org, click on support, and click on Fox Cottage Preservation Fund to make a donation, or on the Hydesville Memorial Park Endowment Fund. So I'll give us just a few moments to listen to our offering song and take this opportunity, if you're so moved, to donate to help preserve the Fox Cottage.
I'd gladly walk across the desert with no shoes upon my feet to share with you the last bite of bread I had to eat. I would swim out to save you in your sea of broken dreams. When all your hopes are sinking, let me show you what love means. Love can build a bridge between your heart and mine. Love can build a bridge. Don't you think it's heart could understand. But love and only love can join the tribes of man. I would give my heart's desire so that you might see. The first step is to realize that it all begins with you and me. Love can build a bridge between your heart and mine. Love can build a bridge. Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time? When we stand together, it's our finest hour. We can do anything, anything. Keep believing in the power and between your heart and mine. Love can build a bridge. Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time? Yes, I do. Love can build a bridge. Love and only love between your heart and mine. Between your heart and mine.
Infinite Spirit, bless all who have been able to give today and all who would have liked to have given. And let these gifts preserve the wonderful Fox Cottage Foundation and the history at the Fox Memorial Park for all to visit there virtually and in person. And let each one of us honor the Fox family today and tomorrow and remember the sacrifices they've made. So we ask for a blessing for these offerings in love and gratitude. Amen. So we now come to one of the most sacred parts of our service, the message portion of our service, where our mediums are able to give evidential messages demonstrating and proving the continuity of life. So we're very honored to have two wonderful mediums serving us today. We have Hazel Martin representing the International Spiritualist Federation. Hazel is a British medium who has been working for Spirit for 18 years. She demonstrates in both the UK and the US. She has been a teacher and mentor for 14 years and runs numerous workshops in mediumship and trance development. She has been an ISF tutor for 3 years and is looking forward to some private tutorship this year for a large group from Switzerland. She's excited about rolling out her mentorship program this year and loves nothing more than helping others to exceed their expectations. Her focus is to develop working mediums to provide strong, factual evidence who display high standards and a passion for serving Spirit. Hazel Martin will be followed by Marie Lissman, OSNU. She is a well-loved and respected spiritualist medium who considers herself an ordinary person with a passion for working with the spirit world. She has a wealth of teaching experience spanning over 30 years, specializing in the demonstration of mediumship as a tutor for the Spiritualist National Union and Arthur Findlay College. Marie is known for her modern, down-to-earth teaching, encouraging and supporting students to find their own understanding, knowledge, and experience. She's currently one of the elected vice presidents of the SNU with certificates in demonstrating, speaking, tutoring, and assessing. She has SNU diplomas in speaking and demonstrating. So before our mediums begin, we're going to bring us all into one musical accord by singing along at home together to the sweet By and By, which would have been in the era of our early pioneers. And will be sung by Nancy and Gary Riel, our musical guests. So. Well, unfortunately, we're coming to the end of our Hydesville Day Memorial service, and I want to thank all of you for joining us today and celebrating. I hope you'll plan to celebrate again with us next year. Hope you will, if you haven't had a moment, take an opportunity to make a donation to help preserve the Fox Cottage at Hydesville Memorial Park. And there's also a link in the chat to our Hydesville Day YouTube channel, where we just posted a new video with a presentation from Tracy Murphy, the caretaker there. So I'm going to invite the Reverend Mary Brooks from Canada to join us now to give the benediction, and that will be followed by an original song about the Fox Cottage written by NSAC President, the Reverend Cozy Allen, called Our Place. So without further ado, let me bring Mary to the front.
Thank you, Carol. And it's been a wonderful service this morning. Thanks to everyone who's organized it, who's participated in this beautiful day, bringing so much inspiration to all of us to maybe learn more about our history, the pioneers that have gone before. And so please enjoy the rest of your day wherever you are, and join me in this closing prayer. Great and loving Spirit, creator of all life, we have a great understanding that Spirit has always been present with everyone, with all life on this planet. We are grateful for the awareness of that wonderful day, March 31st, 1848, which has brought spiritualism into this time, with learning and understanding that we have the ability to communicate with the spirit world, and that those that we love and have gone before us are still very much present in our life. And so with this awareness and knowledge, may we go forward and live our best life, a life that exemplifies our spirit, the light that we are. And may we be that light for the world, as we are the pioneers of this day and this time, sharing all that we know and have learned with those coming after, and those who will stand on our shoulders, and those who will forge a new path into the future. For this, we are truly grateful. And we are grateful for the memories and the history, not only of Hydesville, but of all who have made this understanding possible, who have carried on the work of the spirit world. And we also would like to lend our support to those who preserve this history and knowledge here and now. Great Spirit, we ask for a blessing upon each one here, that they may walk in their light and know their truth and their connection with those in the spirit world who walk with them. We leave all to your care. Amen.
March 31st, 1848, brought to the world the knowledge of a place that is real, a place that's very close, a place that's just beyond this physical plane. Our friends and our family that have gone on before, just wait for the moment when we hear their call. The call that says we love you, call that says we care. We're here to give guidance. We're here 'cause we care. This place is called the Summerland by other spirit worlds. The house that we live in, we start building it from here. With our thoughts and our deeds, our actions, we decide how strong the foundation of the house will reside. Please let's remember and never forget March 31st, 1848. A place that is real, a place that's very close, a place that's just beyond this physical plane.
Thank you, everyone. It's so good to see all of you. If you haven't had a chance, scroll through and connect with all of the people that are here. And just sending all of you a big group hug, embracing all of you. And feel free if you want to share something.
Thank you, Carol. It was a beautiful service, and I was honored to be here on behalf of Inner Spiritual Center. It's just amazing in the energy in the space. And I'll say it again, I am so in love with spiritualism. And therefore, I extend that out to all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Carol, and everyone else. I appreciated all the upliftment from the spiritual messages and medium demonstration.
Thank you for organizing such a beautiful event, and what a lovely service. Very heartfelt. Thank you.
This is my first, so thank you so much for the committee. I know it's a lot of hard work to put everything together and be patient with those that are technically challenged, trust me. So thank you so much for everything and everyone joining us. It was an honor and a pleasure. Bless you.
And thank you, Ellen, for making all the magic appear on the screen.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the wonderful service as well. Everybody who's helped out, and just from the bottom of my heart, I'm feeling all that love from everyone. So thank you all, everybody, even the ones joining us today.
And happy Hydesville Day for everyone.
Oh, I realized I was muted. Anyway, thank you and God bless everyone. Have a pleasant weekend.